we getting on, people? Luke here from LAGFX. We're back today with a new Sunday sessions video. If you're new to this series, it's basically where we choose a few pairs that we feel hold good potential for the coming week, and we break down some of the analysis we have performed on the pairs that we are looking at, giving you guys the ability to apply the analysis to your own charts, but also follow the analysis we have performed. This is great for those wanting to learn our strategy, but also for those of you who are wanting to take part in some profitable positions in the coming weeks, months, and years. If you have any questions with regards to the analysis I go through today, please leave them in the comments below. And if you're unsure about anything, again, leave them in the comments below. And as always, if you do go on to enjoy this Sunday sessions video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. All the support you guys provide is very much appreciated. Now, there's a few pairs that I'm going to go over in today's video. We're going to start off on the Australian dollar to the US dollar, and then we're going to head over to the Great British Pound to the Australian dollar, the Euro US dollar, and we might touch on the Euro Australian. So, as you can see here, this is actually a market that we are in on. We've been in on this market since the 22nd of February. We went short from this area of supply based on a break of structure to the downside fractally. And then obviously we've had that continuation bearish. We've also been delivered with a higher time frame break of structure, which is great, as this confirms a higher time frame move to the downside. You can see here price has just as of recently penetrated an area of supply. I would like to see price reject from this and go on to create a new leg lower. However, we may see this zone be absorbed and price may come to actually trade us higher. So what I'm going to do is mark this zone out for you all now, just on the basis that price does reject from this and trade us lower. But as I say, price may actually go on to absorb price here, trade us up and into this one before seeing that next move lower. And as you would see, it's still delivering us with bearish structure. We have a high set, a low, lower high, lower low. So we're still following the laws of bearishness. It's just putting in a deeper correction. So that's my thoughts for the Australian dollar to the US dollar. As I say, wanted to see bearishness in this market, just a continuation lower. There's two areas of interest there that I feel price could trade lower from. It's just about waiting for the right confirmation in order to either add to our positions already or continuing to hold the ones that we have on this market at the moment. Okay, now moving over to the Great British Pound to the Australian dollar. This is another pair that we went short in. We actually went short on this pair on Friday. Price traded us up and into this area of interest. On the higher time frames, you can see here, I've marked out this entire green candle as this is the order block, but as we go down to the 30 minutes, you can see that there's a hidden order block here. That's exactly what price traded into before rejecting to the downside. So we are seeing bearishness being put in after the penetration here, being delivered with clear bearish structure, which is great. All we need to do is look for new areas that price may come to correct itself up and into before trading goes lower. Well, I've got these two areas of interest in mind. Again, I'll mark these out for you all now. Brilliant. So those are the two zones that I'm looking to go short from. Price may trade up and into one before trading us lower. It could be the first one, it could be the second one. It just depends on how much demand and how much supply is in the market already and what it takes in order for the S&D balance to flip. But I'm under the impression that there's plenty of supply in this market. So I'm thinking we may see the rejection from this one. But it's important to keep this second one in mind and to obviously wait for the right confirmation in order to actually enter in on this market. So you can see, again, if we just mark the impulse, the second impulse, we have the correction. This would be the second correction before the following impulse. You can see clear bearish structure, which is great. What we want to see in and around this area of interest is for price to break structure fractally. The reason why I want it to happen fractally is because by the time structure breaks on the higher time frames, it's already traded us lower and we're missing out on the trade. Hence why we look at the lower time frames. So once price has traded us up and into this, we'd simply wait for a fractal break to the downside, price to pull back up to correct itself. We get involved in the lower high and we trade price lower. So that's my analysis and rundown for the Great British Pound to the Australian dollar market. That's what I'm wanting to see price do over the course of the next week or so. So if you haven't got involved in this market in shorts yet, you could look to get involved in shorts from one of two zones. Just again, wait for the right confirmation in order to execute those positions. Okay, heading over to the Euro US dollar. This is the third and final market that we traded last week and that we're in on. You can see here, price delivered us with a lovely leg lower. Let's just get the path tool out. Traded us just 69 pips, just short of 70 pips. So over 2RR, which is great. We are seeing price come to correct itself now, however. So if we head to the 4-hour timeframes, just going to see if there's anything. Well, there is this whole area here that price may come to trade up and into before seeing price trade lower. But this whole zone, it has traded into the 50% mark. So could we see price reverse from this point? Absolutely. Could price, however, come to trade us up and into this area of interest as well? Yes. This is why it's important that we always wait for breaks of structure and confirmation parameters before entering. This trade here was placed on the basis that price came down and came back up to test this area, trading into a fractal area that was left on this wick. If you are someone who's looking to get involved in this market this coming week, wait for confirmation from this zone. If you're not delivered with that, then I would be hesitant and wait for price to trade us up and into this before trading us lower. We have applied safety measures with this position, moving SL to entry, making this trade risk-free, and partials have been taken. But ultimately, I am looking to see this market trade us in a bearish way as well. I am very much a bear in the majority of markets, so I look for bearish opportunities. I'm not swayed against longs. However, I tend to trade better with shorts, and I find that the pairs that I do trade are bearish markets anyway. So as I say, I will be looking to go short in this market, whether I re-enter from this area of interest here, or we are delivered with a fractal break of structure in and around the zone that price is currently trading in. But ultimately, we are looking for continuation in bearishness after having multiple breaks in structure to the downside. You can see here that we broke the last protected low within this bullishness that was trading us up. We are now seeing the creation of bearish structure. First lower high should go on to create a new lower low, and you can see this would be clear bearishness. Price trading down, the next bearish move, this would be the correction. So we've got a high, a low, lower high, lower low. Okay, now the final pair that I'm going to touch base on very quickly is the Euro Australian dollar. I want to see price continue bullish initially, but I do want to see bearishness being put in longer term. So I'd love to see price trade down and into this. Enough demand to be introduced to trade price up and into this supply zone. The S&D balance to flip, and then a new leg to trade us lower. The reason why I have this area of demand marked out is because, as I say, it's an area of demand. It is an order block, and we are seeing that price is trading us lower. However, if we look here, there is a fractal area of demand that price is traded into at the moment, and price could reject from this one. So in order for us to get involved in long positions, we obviously don't want to miss this opportunity. So for me now to get involved, I would want to see a break of structure to the upside. So I'd want to see a break in the last high that was set within this bearishness in order to confirm a reversal in this market. So once price trades and breaks above the last protected high, which would be this one, that would confirm that enough demand had been introduced from this area of demand, and that price is going to continue trading us higher. So then I would look to get involved in buy positions. However, if we aren't delivered with that and price comes to correct itself and trade us lower and through this zone, then I would believe that price is probably going to trade into this one before trading us higher. So this is why it's very important to wait for confirmation parameters when we look to take part in these markets. So for me now, I would want to see a break of structure here in order to look to go long. And if not, then I would suspect that price will continue to trade us lower, down and into this zone potentially, before trading us higher. That's my thoughts and analysis for this market. I am definitely looking for potential longs before a heavy short that we could place once price trades into this zone. But this is, as you can see, a bullish market at the moment. We are just within a fractal corrective wave. So that's my analysis for this Sunday sessions video. I've been quite quick with it, but this is good. I just wanted to give some key zones and areas for you guys to work with. Zones that you guys can actually apply to your own charts and just wait to see how price plays out. This is the beauty of this analysis, is you can mark the same zones out that I've marked out, and just see how price plays out. If you're not confident in the analysis I've performed, or you're not confident in actually placing a position, just see how price plays out based on the analysis and the zones that I have provided to you guys. A lot of the time, the zones and areas I mark out are very valid and we see key reversals from them. It's not very often that my analysis is wrong, and this is just because we do our analysis very thoroughly and we make sure that we are always working and trading with the higher time frames. Now, if you guys have any questions, like I said at the start of the video, please leave them in the comments below. If there are any pairs that you want to see me analyze, any specific pairs, again, leave the suggestions below. If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up, leave a comment, share with your friends, all that good stuff. So yeah, with all of that being said, I'm wishing you all a profitable week. If you're not involved in the Learning Lounge group chat, get yourself involved. The VIP services, they're always there as well. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you all in the next one.